What up guys, Mikael here from Yugatech, and this is the DREAME H14. It's a pretty nice wet and dry vacuum cleaner, which means it can handle pretty much anything on flat, hard surfaces, like the usual dust bunnies, breadcrumbs and such, to wet debris, or even spilled sauce on the floor. To be fair, I think it's more of a mop than a vacuum, but we'll get into that a little bit later. For now, roll OBB! The DREAME H14 boasts a sleek and practical form factor and allows users to use it with a 180-degree decline, which allows us to clean under furniture with a clearance of as little as 9.8 centimeters. So that makes it perfect for raised bed frames, couches, or even tables. It's fairly lightweight for someone like me that weighs about 5.1 kilos or about 10.2 pounds. So this isn't one of those stick vacuums with modular attachments. Like, we have this tank here, as you can see. Once this handle is attached from out of the box, because usually this wouldn't have been connected, and then you just like Excalibur or something. It's very simplistic and easy to set up. There are 3 buttons around the handle here. This one is for powering the vacuum on and off with a mode switch button on top of it. The topmost button here is for activating self-cleaning mode when attached to the included charging dock. There should be B-roll for that here. And then there's this front tank over here that acts as the reservoir for the cleaning solution mixture. For general cleaning, all we need to do is fill this tank close to like full, then add the cleaning solution. A ratio of 1 to 200 is recommended for the mix. So we kind of just fill up this cap that comes with obviously the bottle, the solution, and pour all the contents from this cap into this tank. If the water level is around here, that should give us a ratio of 1 to 200. So nice. All right. Let's put this guy back in because at the rear is the tank that holds all the dirt and spilled liquids we've sucked into the vacuum. It gets a, oh, look at that. You guys see that? Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see, there's still something in here. There is a solid and liquid separator. That's this black portion here. If I took that out, let's smell that. Anyway, it's a liquid and solid separator, which is pretty neat because then once you open this thing, you just have to pour it all into like a toilet bowl or something. Then you just spray the black portion to get the solid debris from out of the tank. We can also clean this tank with the included cleaning tool in the box here. So you can just like sugar. Either way, all pretty neat if you take your cleaning on a very serious note. So at the base here, we have some motorized wheels. These motorized wheels assist users with pushing the vacuum around in a forward motion. But I guess another neat thing about this is this front cover here is actually removable as well. So if you wanted, the roller to be more exposed, then, it's just another thing you have to clean over here. Yeah, you can do that too. This button here is just it's basically for replacing this roller brush because there is also an extra one that comes in the box for when this one gets too dirty and we need to replace it. So like I mentioned, we get 1 bottle of the cleaning solution inside the box along with an extra roller brush over here. And we also have an extra filter for the dirt tank and the aforementioned dirt tank cleaner. I'm pretty sure this would work well with your glasses at home as well if you wanted to recycle or reuse. Anyway, enough of me babbling. The overall build is nice. It definitely does not feel cheap despite it having more expensive siblings out there in the market. We also really appreciated the edge-to-edge design here at the base. Edge to edge. This allows users to get the vacuum as close to the walls as possible. But either way, users won't get that flimsy feeling you'd expect from cheap vacuums or products from the DREAME H14. Super solid. Feels like, I don't know, like a Xiaomi, as robust as like a Xiaomi scooter. So at the heart of the DREAME H14 is its motor, capable of delivering 18,000 pascals of suction power, sufficient for deep cleaning both solid debris and, again, liquid spills. The roller brush spins at 520 revolutions per minute, minimizing streaks while effectively scrubbing dirt and grime from our floors. This model's smart sensor technology also adjusts the power level automatically, optimizing energy usage and enhancing its efficiency with stubborn stains and whatever debris. Now, in real-world use, despite what anyone tells you about wet and dry vacuums, we don't think this one is actually so great for carpet. For marble, wood, cement, and every other surface that's non-fabric, it does the job with almost no problem. I say almost because when trying to vacuum some spilled popcorn off my hardwood floor, I noticed that it had such a difficult time trying to suck up unpopped kernels. If it's anything, it sort of even pushes them away, contrary to sucking them in. So I hope you guys can see that in some of our footage. This is also why I think it's really more of a mop than a vacuum. But I digress. With a battery life of up to 35 minutes, this is sufficient for most medium to large homes or spaces without requiring frequent recharges with, again, the charging dock. And I know it does sound short, but in my experience, I end up having to dispose the contents of the dirt tank a whole lot more before the vacuum's battery even runs out. So I wouldn't say battery life is an issue for the DREAME H14. Having a self-cleaning option with the charging dock is great because obviously users can just as easily always get a fully charged vacuum mop at the ready for those unexpected cleaning sessions. The DREAME H14 also gets support for a companion app, which you can get to by scanning this QR code at the back of the vacuum. In my opinion, it's a non-essential application, but for those wondering, with the app, we can adjust stuff like self-cleaning mode by making it run faster, with a trade-off for noisier operation when it's self-cleaning. How do I layman that more? If we make this thing dry or self-clean faster while it's on the dock, like if we enable that mode, it will also be a lot noisier. We can also make a custom mode, which allows users to customize the default mode that activates when you turn on the vacuum. We can adjust suction power and water level, but again, not a big deal if you ask me. For maintenance, the DREAME H14 is designed with user convenience in mind. From the easily detachable tanks to the self-cleaning charging dock. The only maintenance to really worry about with the DREAME H14 wet and dry vacuum cleaner is buying new bottles of cleaning solutions and when to change either the filter or the roller brush. The answer is obviously when it's so dirty, neither the existing filter or roller brush looks like you'd want to actually use them. And that may vary depending on the household. So there you go. In conclusion, the DREAME H14 wet and dry vacuum stands out as a reliable and innovative cleaning device, perfect for modern households seeking convenience and efficiency. Its ability to handle both solid and liquid spills or messes, coupled with advanced self-cleaning and drying features, make it a versatile addition to any smart home. It may not be the all-in-one vacuum for both the house and your cars, but if you live in a household where mops are so essential, you're buying a new mop head every week, or mop heads, well then I'd personally recommend this super mop for those households. The DREAME H14 Wet and Dry Vacuum gets an official Philippine SRP of 39,999 pesos. Although it is worth mentioning that those of you interested in this wet and dry vacuum can get discounts of up to 10,000 pesos during sales and with the help of vouchers. Either way, it is a relatively expensive smart mop, but if you can afford it, we're pretty sure you won't need to buy a new mop anytime soon. So, what do you guys think of the DREAME H14 Wet and Dry Vacuum? If you could afford it, do you think it would be worth it? Do you think cheaper alternatives are better? Do you think you even need a wet and dry smart mop, or are you gonna stick to traditional mops? Would you rather have a stick vacuum with all the attachments and screw, the ability to suck up wet spills or liquid messes? I don't know. You guys can let us know in the comment section below. As always, if you found this video informative, educational, or if it's helped you make an opinion for the DREAME H14 Wet and Dry Vacuum, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yugitech.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Miguel, and this has been the DREAME H14 Wet and Dry Vacuum, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.